there is a forever link. So go down there, click it, join the Discord. And welcome to the Super Stream. It is going to be a fun night. It's going to be a great night. I am going to thoroughly piss probably every single one of you guys off. It's coming. Mark my fucking words. It's coming. This is getting fucking stupid. Something that I talked about in a previous stream where it's like we have this situation where overnight this terminology and all of these rules just appeared out of nowhere. They're already setting it up. Just them saying you can have it.
And the private sector to protect the American people. This is the most aggressive and comprehensive effort to confront a foreign virus in modern history. I am confident that by counting and continuing to take these tough measures, we will significantly reduce the threat to our citizens, and we will ultimately and expeditiously defeat this virus. From the beginning of time, nations and people have faced unforeseen challenges, including large-scale and very dangerous health threats. This is the way it always was and always will be. It only matters how you respond, and we are responding with great speed and professionalism. Our team is the best anywhere in the world. At the very start of the outbreak, we instituted sweeping travel restrictions on China and put in place the first federally mandated quarantine in over 50 years. We declared a public health emergency and issued the highest level of travel warning on other countries as the virus spread its horrible infection. And taking early, intense action, we have seen dramatically fewer cases of the virus in the United States than are now present in Europe. The European Union failed to take the same precautions and restrict travel from China and other hotspots. As a result, a large number of new clusters in the United States were seeded by travelers from Europe. After consulting with our top government health professionals, I have decided to take several strong but necessary actions to protect the health and well-being of all Americans. To keep new cases from entering our shores, we will be suspending all travel from Europe to the United States for the next 30 days. The new rules will go into effect Friday at midnight. These restrictions will be adjusted subject to conditions on the ground. There will be exemptions for Americans who have undergone appropriate screenings, and these prohibitions will not only apply to the tremendous amount of trade and cargo, but various other things as we get approval. Anything coming from Europe to the United States is what we are discussing. These restrictions will also not apply to the United Kingdom. At the same time, we are monitoring the situation in China and South Korea. And as their situation improves, we will reevaluate the restrictions and warnings that are currently in place for a possible early opening. Earlier this week, I met with the leaders of health insurance industry who have agreed to waive all co-payments for coronavirus treatments, extend insurance coverage to these treatments, and to prevent surprise medical billing.
In the past 2 weeks, the number of cases of COVID-19 outside China has increased 13-fold, and the number of affected countries has tripled. There are now more than 118,000 cases in 114 countries, and 4,291 people have lost their lives. Thousands more are fighting for their lives in hospitals. In the days and weeks ahead, we expect to see the number of cases, the number of deaths, and the number of affected countries climb even higher. WHO has been assessing this outbreak around the clock, and we're deeply concerned both by the alarming levels of spread and severity, and by the alarming levels of inaction. We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic. Pandemic is not a word to use lightly or carelessly. It's a word that, if misused, can cause unreasonable fear or unjustified acceptance that the fight is over, leading to unnecessary suffering and death.
Emergency rooms are being overwhelmed with patients showing signs of what's being done to the city.
These treatments will significantly reduce the impact and reach of the virus. Additionally, last week I signed into law an $8.3 billion funding bill to help CDC and other government agencies fight the virus and support vaccines, treatments, and distribution of medical supplies. Testing capabilities are expanding rapidly day by day. We are moving very quickly. The vast majority of Americans, the risk is very, very low. Young and healthy people can expect to recover fully and quickly if they should get the virus. The highest risk is for elderly population with underlying health conditions. The elderly population must be very, very careful. In particular, we are strongly advising that nursing homes for the elderly suspend all medically unnecessary visits. In general, older Americans should also avoid non-essential travel in crowded areas. My administration is coordinating directly with communities with the largest outbreaks, and we have issued guidance on school closures, social distancing, and reducing large gatherings.
Those who aren't killed by the virus will probably die in the fighting. So maybe this is it. This is how it ends. Pretty soon, there won't be anyone left.
Alright, thank you very much. Always a great intro. Just get done with that. I'm still just let me just get a couple more posts out, and I will leave it at that and then see what we get in. 16 right now. We'll try 18. Let's see if we can get up to 30 before I dive in. We can admire Cracker, who's been put in the exclusion zone, but seems to be back out. But this is a Cracker creation that we're looking at right now. So a salute to the Raccoon Squad and all the stuff they're doing in the background. I can't say everything, of course, but there is oh, I've just received a COVID zombie alert for Chicago. I did have some zombies today to look at.
If you lost your people, come over here with me. Come over here with me.
It's a bit low T for the moment.
Oh, we're going to do a chant. And then it's okay. Okay, also look, we're going to kick it off with a chant. They don't need to stay. After the chant,
Just do it. Just do it. Come on.
I believe.
Well, I mean, they are zombies, but I was hoping for a bit more.
I believe that we.
I can't say that. That's just cruel. But always wary the mob. Dread the thought of you winning. Yeah, I believe these zombies are just getting warmed up, so maybe we'll check back on those later. And I see we're bumping up. We're nearly at 27. Yeah, 27. As soon as I hit 30, we'll jump into what we're going to do. And I made some slight changes to the topics I wanted to speak about. So I want to address something that Jonathan said earlier, because I think it needs addressing quickly if he's sort of setting up streams and people are listening to him, and you know he's taking the how would you say, he's not eating the black pill for SARS, and very much looking for the for SARS in its current instantiation to be behaving very much like SARS or any coronavirus. And what he did say, I think, needs correcting straight away, because it's wrong on quite a few levels. So Bergo in the chat, how are you doing? Anxious Aussie, good to see you. And before I begin, I'll just point everyone to the Patreon. You can tag me with perhaps you can't tag me with calls to being some form of raccoon or zombie, but now perhaps you can. Just log in, and then we'll do a bit of the news, and then I want to get into, and again, this was just chance, but Bear Brain came across my radar today, and he just the level of delusion that he goes through, and so we have the luxury of going back and comparing some of his earlier thoughts with respect to SARS and how it wasn't real, and they're all just lying to you, to how he's responding now. And I found it, well, to me it was humorous, but I think it's a good lesson in how people can be inconsistent, and how people can, when they want to, they're like I say, it's prone to being a confirmation bias.